May I come in, sir?
Yes, please do.
Good morning, sir, ma'am.
Good morning. Please take your seat.
Thank you.
You're Arti Kumari.
Yes, sir.
Arti, you're comfortable with the English as your medium?
Yes, sir. So, can I switch the language in between if I'm comfortable?
Let's see. And you're vaccinated.
Yes.
Then please remove your mask.
Thank you, sir.
Comfortable?
Yes.
Fine, Arti. To begin with, I want you to introduce yourself in a manner that your name is not repeated and your identity in terms of your caste, in terms of your community is not revealed.
So, I am a graduate in commerce from Patna Women's College. My hobbies are rifle shooting, drawing and writing poetry. So, I have been a national level rifle shooter and I have cleared 65th BPSC with the post of supply inspector.
You're currently supply inspector, you're still awaiting posting.
So, I'm waiting for the posting.
Okay. And you're happy with the current profile of yours?
So, I want further to improve the profile.
That's true, that is understandable, but overall you know what exactly what are going to be your duties as supply inspector?
Yes, sir. I went through it.
Please apprise us, what are you supposed to do as supply inspector?
So, they mainly deal with the supply of food for different government services like government programs like PDS and other programs, and also they check on the malpractices happening with regard to the food and supply.
If we talk about the PDS thing,
yes,
recently the government, union government, objected to a state government, namely Delhi, having the scheme to deliver the food and the ration thing at the doorstep.
Yes.
And saying that this is the union government's resources and the state government cannot deliver it at the doorstep. Though it would have checked the leakages and would have been better. Why do you believe the union government is opposed to such actions?
So, I'm not aware of their reason, but I believe it would have been for the betterment of the program only. If the cooperative federalism goes, so it will be better for the implementation of program.
Can you give me the basic structure of the PDS when it comes to Bihar? How is the structure goes from the center to the last ration shop?
So, so the procurement of food grains are done by the FSCCI, which is under union government, and the distribution and allotment of food grains are done by the state government.
But within the Bihar state, what is the structure?
Sorry, sir.
You're not aware about the structure of your own department. Tell me, it's been said all around the world that because of the Ukraine crisis,
Yes.
the food, especially the food grains, are going to become a rare thing in many parts of the world. It's going to, there are doubts that it can actually lead to famines in certain places. Tell me, what is the relationship and do you think it will impact our country as well?
Yes, so we are seeing the rise in food and petroleum prices, especially after the Ukraine war is going on. So we can see the increase in prices at different level.
Is it just a matter of increasing the prices, or you believe that the supply side is going to be that crunch that probably it will lead to deaths?
So it might have the higher impact in some places where the supplies are directly related with the two countries, or the transportation is between both of the countries.
And it will not have any impact on India?
So it might have, so.
Can you just tell me how it will impact India, if it will?
So like related to petroleum prices, the crude oils, they are getting impacted. So that's why.
Fine, Arti. Thank you.
Arti,
Yes, ma'am.
you are interested in rifle shooting.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, who is representing India currently?
So there are many players like there are Anjum Mudgil. She recently won medal in 50-meter category. There is Ilavanil, who is number 1 in 10-meter air rifle. Sanjeev Rajput, he is also representing in 50-meter. And my own brother, he represented few days ago in Deaf Olympics.
Great. So tell me, what are the important qualities that a rifle shooter must have?
So the most important, sorry ma'am, the most important thing is discipline and concentration toward a target. So it's a very minute thing to be concentrated on a point for a longer duration. So they are the important qualities.
Apart from that, give me some more qualities that a rifle shooter must have. Or how will you use your talent of rifle shooting when you will be in administration?
The qualities like determination, sticking to the target, and achieving the goal, they are the qualities which I must like to use.
Very right. So you are also student of sociology.
Yes, ma'am.
So from the perspective of sociology student, tell me, what are the sociological issues in Bihar?
The issues like caste system, the prevalence of dowry, the child marriage thing, and also unemployment, poverty. These are the issues, socio-economic issues, ma'am.
Okay, and how are class and caste intertwined in Bihar?
Yes, ma'am. In Bihar, we see the upper class mostly. They are better in upper class mostly. They are better in class strata also. So the class and caste are interrelated in Bihar. They are doing economically well also, and they are in the ritual sphere also. They are well.
So how can it be corrected?
Ma'am, twofold things are needed. First is the government programs which are getting implemented, like reservation system, the PDS or the employment generation thing, and also societal way. We need to work on societal way, like work on untouchability and the process of caste segregation. These things, ma'am.
Okay, how much is the budget of Bihar?
Sorry, ma'am, I can't recall.
So tell me, you must be knowing then the state GDP.
I will update my knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, tell me 3 economic challenges in front of Bihar.
Ma'am, the most important things which we see these days are unemployment, poverty, and illiteracy.
How much is the unemployment rate?
It is around 8% in Bihar right now.
8%.
Yes, ma'am.
You have read it somewhere?
I read it during BPSC preparation, but I am not sure right now.
Okay. How much is the forest cover?
It's 7.84%, ma'am.
And how much it should be?
30%.
So tell me, what are the 2 major things a woman should have to become empowered?
First is literacy, and then higher education, professional sphere, working well in professional sphere, having job and economic empowerment.
Okay, thank you, Arti.
Thank you, ma'am.
Arti, in mythological stories and the known facts, it is said that Arjun was one of the best archers.
Yes.
Any female archers that is being known?
There are many female warriors we have seen in Indian history, like Rani Lakshmibai and other
Archers.
Archers, not particularly archer, I remember, sir.
Anytime it has been heard? So mostly it has been considered as, one of the style of either sport or activity,
Yes.
that is dominated by the males only.
Yes. Yes.
Fine. Recently we have seen in US, the incident which took place, the killings of the school boys.
Mm-hmm.
And in US, most oftenly it is being, just like reoccurring phenomenon. What is the reason behind this?
First, I think is the arms rule there, where they can easily procure arms.
You are a student of sociology.
Yes.
Please, your sociological understanding and interpretation is needed into this incident, these kind of incidents.
The racial and class segregation is main issue. They are racially issues. So.
Racial and class.
Yes. So.
Which kind of the racial and the class?
So,
Black versus white?
Yes.
The Hispanic versus
the hatred towards foreigners also.
So what the government of either the state governments like over there and the federal government in US, they have taken any step to to check this kind of massacring?
So I'm not.
You're not aware of.
Yes.
Arti, what is the Nipun Bihar Yojana?
So it's for child literacy, for numeracy and reading skill for class 5th student, I guess, since class. Yes, so.
Arti, tell me, center has procured less wheat. You being a supply officer or inspector, don't you think so? It would be impacting to the PDS system in general.
So the feedstock and the buffer stock are sufficient for the current PDS. So
Private players, they have, you can say, procured a lot of, the wheat,
yes.
but government, was remained failed in doing so.
Yes.
So don't you think so? It's like, the government should have, procured more wheat.
So more so I think more work need to be done in implementation, the distribution thing, than procurement, because we see more of the food grains kept there in the godown and not
Arti,
distributed.
recently we have seen, since your department is public, this supply inspector, so ration cards, comes very handy in terms of distributions of the rations. Nearby state, Uttar Pradesh, it has made some changes in terms of issuing the ration card. What are those changes? You find them like, to be imitated when it comes to the Bihar?
So one thing was the online thing they have done, online distribution.
So there are some criterions, they have, revised in terms of issuing, reissuing, the ration cards. You're not aware of them?
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, Arti,
Yes.
you're basically from Patna.
Yes.
Tell me how many municipal corporations are there in Patna district?
I can't recall, so sorry.
Okay, you can't recall the municipal corporation in the state capital. Many districts, especially the major cities in UP, have adopted the commissionerate system of administration when it comes to policing. Do you believe that it's time that the Bihar also accept this system as far as the police administration is concerned?
So I'll update my knowledge, sir, about it. I'm not aware.
Achha, you're not aware of what the commissionerate system is. No problem. You have studied sociology, you were mentioning this race thing. Tell me, what exactly is caste and why caste is not accepted as race by our country, though universally it is said that the caste is also race?
So caste system is a form of social stratification. It is not only based on biological features, but also on occupation and other things. Like they have given many theories. Racial theory is one of the explanation, but not the only one. Occupation based castes are also there, like castas and others. So we can't say that caste system is just the race. Race is more about biological features like skin color and all.
But caste is also biological, in terms of the fact that obviously the son's caste is supposed to be the caste of the father.
It's hereditary and based on the status also. But there are mobilization also in caste system, but in race there is no mobilization.
There is a mobility in
Yes,
caste.
in caste system.
Give me one example where we see the mobility in caste.
The theory given by M.N. Srinivas was the Sanskritization. We can see Sanskritization in many places. Like in tribal system, they are Sanskritizing themselves.
Sanskritization means that the entire community may adopt certain features which the upper caste has, but it will not change the caste itself. Mobility means a Shudra or a Dalit want to become a Brahman, can become a Brahman.
No. Can't.
So there is no mobility.
Yes.
Anyways, you've also mentioned that you like poetry.
Yes.
हिंदी में लिखती हैं?
Yes, sir.
मुझे बताइए कि कविता में प्रतीक और रूपक, ठीक है ना, मेटाफर और सिंबल्स, क्या होते हैं?
Sorry, sir.
नहीं याद आ पा रहा है. चलिए कोई बात नहीं, जाते जाते सिर्फ इतना बता दीजिए. आप तो पटना से हैं, पटना से पढ़ी भी हैं दरअसल.
Yes.
पटना में गंगा नदी के डाउनस्ट्रीम चलते हुए कौन कौन से महत्वपूर्ण घाट आएंगे?
Yes. There is Banka Ghat, sir. There is one Patna College Ghat, and other Ganga Ghat is there. And
सारे घाट गंगा घाट हैं?
Gandhi Ghat. Sorry, that much I can recall right now.
ठीक है आरती, आपसे बात करके अच्छा लगा. आपका इंटरव्यू समाप्त होता है, आप जा सकती हैं.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Arti, what was your score last time?
So it was 550.
No,
It
interview.
means interview score 70.
70 out of 150.
150, yes.
Okay, and you missed the top services by how many marks?
By around 30 marks.
30 marks.
Yes.
Do you believe that some part of this 30 is covered by this year's mains?
Lot, yes, sir. Mains was really good, but I need to work on interview part.
Okay, obviously the interview the best possible should be done, but
Yes.
some of this 30 will be covered by that.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. So tell me, what is, since you already have been through mill, you understand what is expected there.
Yes, yes.
How do you find your performance today? Do you believe that you need to improve on a few counts?
Yes, sir, a lot. I need to have revisions because I gave UPSC just a days ago, so I couldn't revise anything. So I have to work on that also, and I need to work on communication skill also. There is some leakage.
Yes. See, overall you are a good candidate. You are a selected candidate. The board will obviously be happy interacting with you, and knowing it is more like a transfer from a department A to department B. You are already in service, so they have already tested you. So you need to capitalize on this good aspect about your personality, and overall your performance is good, and your entry is good, sitting posture is good, your hand movement in general is restricted, your eye contact is good. In the terms of communication, there are two areas you can work on. One is that the verbal communication aspect, maybe you can have a little louder voice.
Last time you also said that, sir. I don't know, I am not able to increase my pitch. I've been
See, you need not have a very shrill voice, but you need to have, if you are able to raise your volume a bit, it will definitely have good impact. Effectiveness will increase. So please work on that.
Yes.
I'm presuming that you will not be wearing this dress, right?
No, sir.
So I'm not commenting on the dress part, but make sure that you on that particular day you're already a selected officer, so you go with that kind of a attire which suits the occasion,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Now, in the beginning, you were giving very short answers,
Yes, sir, yes,
right?
sir.
My advice will be that judge yourself that what should be the appropriate length of the answer, and it should not appear that as if you're just giving one or two words and you're getting away, right? The best structure of the answer usually at this level is give pointers,
Yes.
bullet it. I mean, if you know, if it is some kind of analytical question, maybe 3 points,
Okay.
right? That kind of thing. So make it point wise, it will be better. There were a few places where it appears that your own service which you're selected in, there maybe a little bit more preparation will help, right? So prepare, because it can be as much as 25-30% of your interview. If you're already a full into a department A, then this department you must prepare as much as you can, right from the highest to the lowest factor, right?
Okay.
And the problems and other things. Similarly, at a few places it appears that you have this informal smile when you for some reason are not able to answer. So one, you are not able to answer, and then you are smiling in a characteristic manner. That sometime there, not here, but there, it may offend a member or two. So avoid that. What I'm saying is, a smile is a good thing, but it should be at an appropriate place, rather than when you are not able to answer and then you are smiling as if the question itself was wrong, right? It shouldn't appear that way. Otherwise, very good. Maybe a little bit work on the data also.
Yes, sir.
So if you are able to do that static data thing, I'm sure you'll do very good,
Yes,
right?
sir. Thank you, sir.
Read your district also.
Yes, yes. So revision is very much needed, sir.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.